Devon Jones and Tori Griffin. Please unmute and turn on your camera.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Mr. Jones, you have a shirt on?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, just blends in there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, do you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Williams?
Your Honor, we're here on a petition to establish the parent-child relationship. I'd like the court to take note that the father was served February 13, 2025, and that the mother was also served February 13, 2025, but the mother today is not present.
Okay. So
the state is, oh, yes, Your Honor. So the state is requesting a DNA order, but the father is not in agreement, so I would like to call him briefly to take testimony on that small issue.
Okay.
Your Honor, this time I'd like to call the father, alleged father, Mr. Devon Jones. Can I get you to state your full name for the record, Mr. Jones?
Yes, Devon Jones.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. As I've explained to you previously, we're here on a paternity action. We need to establish paternity to establish you as the legal father of the child to then move on forward with support. Are you in agreement or disagreement with the state request for a DNA order this morning?
I'm in disagreement, but
yes, sir, Mr. Jones. Hold on one second, Mr. Jones. Now, you stated you're in disagreement with the DNA order. Could you briefly explain to the court why you disagree with the DNA order being ordered today?
To be honest, I don't want to deal with any type of government involvement with my family. No offense to the courts or you, Your Honor, or anything like that. I just don't want to be involved in any of this. You know,
now, Mr. Jones, you do understand that if you aren't established as the father of the child, in the event something dangerous or terrible happens to you, there's no recourse for you or your family to move forward with trying to take conservatorship of the child. You understand, with nothing in place, you have no real rights to this child as it is today. You understand that, Mr. Jones?
I understand that right now. I'm gonna do it another way. Like I could just sign, something or a certificate. I just don't want to deal with the child support. I've seen what happened on social media and what guys go through, to be honest. And
Mr. Williams, let me interrupt you.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Mr. Jones, who's covering the insurance for your child?
She said she was taking care of all of that. I'm not sure. She takes care of all of that stuff. I just pay the bills.
Are you paying for health insurance?
I'm sorry, Your Honor?
Are you paying for her health insurance?
Yeah, I pay for everything.
So how much do you pay for health insurance per month?
I give her probably like around $30.
So she has private health insurance, you think?
Yeah, she has private health insurance.
Would you be surprised that that's not actually probably true?
Why wouldn't it be true?
It's probably likely that the child's on Medicaid or CHIPS.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that, Your Honor.
Well, you should know that if that's your child.
I don't take care of that stuff. I'm an old school guy, Your Honor. I pay the bills, I work, I provide home for my family, give her the funds, and I don't care about none of this.
Well, unfortunately,
I don't deal with it.
The thing is, sir, we're involved in your case because y'all asked for us to be involved in your case because the child's probably on Medicaid, and Medicaid is a government program. And so basically you said, I want the government involved in my life when you sign up for a government program. So the alternative would be that you have private insurance. If you aren't providing it and you don't know if she's providing it, it's probably likely that the child's on government medical. So
she's on private.
So you don't have an option whether we move forward or not. If the state's involved because y'all asked us to be involved, whether it be now or before, they're going to move forward with their case. So I've got to move forward with, at some point, maybe not today, with some kind of child support order, but it may not be today. But that's what we're doing here because y'all haven't solved that issue. If you want to show the Attorney General's office a copy where you have private insurance for the child, you can definitely email them before the next court date. But what we need to establish here is that if you want DNA test, then you need to get that. We need to get that scheduled now instead of wasting more time. If you want to admit you're the father, that's fine, but it's probably likely, it's just a guess, that you're going to be put on child support. So if you have a doubt, then I would be in favor and trying to convince you that you need to do DNA test if you have a doubt. But otherwise,
Okay.
if you admit paternity, I'm okay with that too. I'm not going to twist your arm. But if you change your mind later on and want to do DNA, I don't know why you're talking while I'm talking.
Okay.
If you change your mind later on and don't want to do DNA, then I'm not going to be able to give you that. And so this is kind of your opportunity to do that if that's something you want to do. So do you want DNA test or you don't want DNA test?
Okay, can I ask a couple more questions, John?
No, I want you to answer my question. That's all I need you to do.
Because the child lives with me, I can prove that for years.
I don't care. That wasn't my question, sir.
My
question was, do you want DNA testing? Yes or no?
I don't like sending my DNA to government agencies. It's a belief system that I deal with. I'm a spiritual person, Your Honor. It's nothing having to do with me not wanting to provide and prove that I'm a father. I provide, for my daughter.
So you're admitting you're the biological father?
This is why I don't like court, because I feel pressure. I don't know what's going on, Your Honor.
It's very simple here, Mr. Jones. You're trying to tell me about other stuff that isn't related to the one issue. We can't talk about other stuff until we get to the first issue. The first issue is, are you dad? If you say you're dad, that's cool. You don't have to do a DNA test. If you have a doubt,
okay, what stipulations does that come with, Your Honor? If I say this or that, and you're saying that something about Medicaid that I had no clue about, that she probably did. I'm not trying to be responsible for these deaths that I had no clue about, Your Honor. That's the problem that I'm having right now.
Okay, well, you need to have a discussion with Ms. Griffin maybe, but you should know as a parent who is covering health insurance for your child. I know. My spouse knows. Everybody should know how their kids are going to the doctor when they go to the doctor. Everybody should know. And if you don't know, you're not doing everything you're supposed to do. But again, that's the second or third issue. First issue is, are you dad or not?
That's a trick question.
It's not a trick question. It's for yes or no.
Yeah, Your Honor, I'm not sure because I don't have a DNA test, but I accept.
Well, then you want to do a DNA test then?
I don't want to send my DNA into the courts. I'd rather do a private institution.
Okay. So you have some doubt you're the father?
Do I have doubt? I love her. I don't want to I don't think like that. I provide for her. I don't have that sort of way of thinking because I love her. I've been providing for her since she was born. So
well, it's up to you. I'm not trying to make you go one way or the other, but I'm trying to get you to make a choice. Either number one, I got 100% sure I'm the dad and you're admitting paternity, or number two, I might have a doubt or maybe I'm not sure and I want to be sure. Those are the two choices. It's not that complicated. I'm not trying to trick you. It's very easy.
I guess you could send a test. You can just send a test. You can send it.
So you want to go ahead and do DNA test?
Yeah, just send it.
Okay. All right, we're gonna do a DNA test order. Mr. Williams, what reset date?
The reset date is July 3rd, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna send you. The AG is gonna send you out information about where each of you should go do your DNA testing. That you should get that in the next couple of days. Look out for that by email or letter. And then we're rescheduled for court July 3rd, 2025 at 9 o'clock here on Zoom. You need to be present for that court date, even though you may not agree with the process. But once we get the DNA results, we can see where we need to go. Obviously, if you're not the father, then we're not going to do a child support order at all. But if you are the father, it's probably likely that we are going to do one. So I don't know for sure, but that's probably what's going to happen, even though you may not like it. And even though Ms. Griffin may not like it, that's probably what's going to happen. You might want to get to a quieter place when you come back on July 3rd. I see you're kind of walking outside and you're having trouble hearing me. You need to get to maybe stay in your residence for that court date so that way you can hear a lot better and you can understand what's going on. All right. I'm gonna let you
Excuse
leave
me,
for
Your
the
Honor,
day.
briefly, may I for
Yes.
1 second, Your Honor?
Yes,
The
Mr.
mother
Mayor.
did file, she did file something asking to terminate income withholding, but it was premature as we don't have paternity established, so support hasn't been found yet, but that is on file that she wanted to terminate income withholding.
Okay. Well, we haven't not hearing that first. We need to find out if he's dead.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Jones. I've got a lot of other people I need to see. Go do your DNA test, even though you may not like it. I can promise you that it'll be confidential. You're not going to do anything with your DNA except find out if you're the dad or not. It's pretty secure. There's no problem with that. It's free, and then we'll know for sure whether or not you're the dad when we move forward. All right. You can press leave to exit out, Mr. Jones. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state's ready.